I just kind of cast it as, oh, he's losing his marbles. Had I known, I think I would have handled it better. I think I would have been a much more patient person. I think my father would have felt way less alone.
I had no idea, but in 2010, he drew Lady Deadpool, and at the same time, I was cast in The Green Lantern with my now husband, who was not my husband then.
Ryan Reynolds, sued by Marvel? No one saw this coming. One of the most beloved actors in Hollywood, the face of Deadpool, and a fan favorite across the MCU, suddenly facing a legal battle with the very studio that made him a superhero icon? This lawsuit isn't just another Hollywood dispute, it could change everything. Ryan Reynolds, the man known for his charm, sarcasm, and carefully curated public image, might be in serious trouble. And if the rumors are true, his wife, Blake Lively, might have played a major role in this entire mess. Could this be the biggest PR nightmare of Ryan's career? And is Marvel about to erase Deadpool from the MCU entirely? Buckle up, because this story is packed with scandal, leaked messages, and behind-the-scenes power moves that no one saw coming. Here's the thing, Marvel almost never sues its own actors. They've had their fair share of behind-the-scenes conflicts, but everything is usually handled in private. When Scarlett Johansson sued Disney over the Black Widow streaming release, that case was settled quietly because studios don't like drama with their stars. And let's not forget the Robert Downey Jr. comeback saga. Marvel fought hard to keep him despite his past controversies. So if Marvel is willing to sue Ryan Reynolds, a fan-favorite actor and the driving force behind Deadpool's billion-dollar success, then something really bad must have happened. So, what exactly is in Marvel's lawsuit against Ryan Reynolds? Right now, the official legal claims include breach of contract and reputational damage, but those vague terms leave a lot of room for interpretation. What does this actually mean? And why would Marvel go after one of their biggest cash cows? Legal experts believe that Marvel's case could involve press manipulation, PR sabotage, or even a violation of a strict moral conduct clause. Hollywood contracts, especially those with Marvel, are notorious for locking actors into rigid agreements, covering everything from how they speak about the company to what projects they take on. If Ryan Reynolds crossed a line, it must have been something serious enough for Marvel to risk public backlash. Could it be that Reynolds leaked sensitive information? Or perhaps he criticized Marvel behind the scenes in a way that caused internal chaos?
Maybe we see a Deadpool 4?
Oh, God, no. My wife and children will divorce me, and
The kids will divorce
Jimmy,
you?
I have no prenup with any of.
Whatever it is, this isn't just about a simple disagreement. Marvel is going all in, and they're willing to drag this to court. And this is where things take an even more shocking turn, because insiders claim Blake Lively is right at the center of it all. Ryan and Blake have been one of Hollywood's golden couples for over a decade, but what if their personal life somehow became tangled in this legal war? Could it be that Blake's actions or connections played a role in Ryan's alleged contract breach? Something huge is happening behind the scenes, and if these leaks are true, this lawsuit is about a lot more than just business. Now, this is where things take a truly explosive turn. Up until now, the focus has been on Ryan Reynolds and Marvel, but what if Blake Lively is the real reason behind this legal war? If you've been following Hollywood behind the scenes, you might recall that Blake Lively was involved in a controversial project with Justin Baldoni, the rising actor turned director best known for his work on 5 Feet Apart and Jane the Virgin. On the surface, it seemed like a typical industry collaboration, but behind closed doors, things weren't so simple. According to inside sources, Blake Lively allegedly felt overshadowed and sidelined during the project, frustrated that Baldoni was getting more credit and attention than she was. Some reports even suggest she was actively trying to reshape the narrative, positioning herself as the driving creative force behind the film. But here's where things get messy, because the whispers around Hollywood claim that Blake may have planted negative press about Baldoni in an attempt to weaken his influence in the industry. This is where Ryan Reynolds comes into the picture. Ryan Reynolds isn't just a beloved actor, he's a Hollywood power player with deep ties in both film and media. His companies, including Maximum Effort, have serious influence in marketing and press circles, meaning if he wanted to, he could quietly shift public perception. And if the rumors are true, he might have done just that to help his wife. Multiple sources claim that Blake pressured Ryan to use his connections to tilt media coverage in her favor. If true, this wouldn't just be about protecting a loved one, it would be about manipulating Hollywood's power structure.
This morning I sent a text message to my best friend Jamie and the president of my company, Tara. And I told them that.
And that's the kind of thing that could get Marvel Studios very, very angry. Marvel operates under strict contracts that often include ethics and loyalty clauses, designed to keep actors from engaging in any behavior that could damage the studio's reputation. If Ryan Reynolds was caught orchestrating a behind-the-scenes takedown of another Hollywood figure, it could be seen as a breach of contract, especially if it involved manipulating the press or industry connections. And here's the kicker. Justin Baldoni isn't just some random director, he's connected to some of the most powerful players in Hollywood, meaning any attempt to sabotage his reputation could backfire in ways Ryan and Blake never expected. If Marvel believes Ryan's involvement in Blake's alleged power play tarnishes their brand, it would explain why they're coming down on him so aggressively. This isn't just about a lawsuit, it's about control, influence, and who really holds power in Hollywood. This whole scandal exploded when Justin Baldoni allegedly released text messages that exposed Blake Lively's involvement in manipulating the press. And the biggest shocker, the texts suggest Blake was coordinating with powerful Hollywood figures, referred to as dragons, to control media narratives. Fans immediately started questioning, was Ryan involved too? Did he use his PR connections to silence Baldoni? Marvel executives reportedly launched an internal investigation into Ryan's potential role, and what they found? Well, it must have been bad, because that's when talks of a lawsuit became reality. Marvel has always been obsessed with protecting its brand image. They want their stars to be heroes on and off screen, so when news of Ryan's potential involvement in Blake's PR scandal surfaced, panic set in at Marvel HQ. Executives reportedly held emergency meetings about whether keeping Ryan on board was a risk to the MCU. And then something even more bizarre happened. Ryan Reynolds went completely silent. This is a guy who never misses a chance to joke about himself, to turn scandals into PR wins. But this time, nothing. Not a tweet, not a sarcastic Deadpool-style response. Just silence. And that silence, it's speaking louder than words. The situation has escalated fast. Blake's attorney reportedly walked out of negotiations, suggesting the scandal might be bigger than we even know. Other Hollywood actors and directors are distancing themselves from Blake. Major brands are rethinking their contracts with Ryan. And the biggest shocker? There are whispers that Marvel might recast Deadpool. Yes, you heard that right. If this lawsuit turns into a full-blown PR disaster, Marvel could rewrite Deadpool's story and quietly remove Ryan Reynolds from the franchise. So, what's next for Ryan Reynolds? He could settle privately with Marvel and try to contain the damage. He could fight in court, but that risks even more secrets coming out. And if Marvel wins, this could set a precedent for how studios control their actors' personal PR battles. But perhaps the biggest question of all, what does this mean for Ryan and Blake's marriage? If the lawsuit drags on and more details come out, could this Hollywood power couple crumble under the pressure? This is the kind of scandal that could destroy careers, rewrite Marvel's future, and change everything we thought we knew about Ryan Reynolds. But what do you think? Is Ryan guilty of using his influence in Hollywood's PR war? Will Marvel actually replace Deadpool? Or is this all just a massive misunderstanding? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this story is far from over. Subscribe for the latest Hollywood drama and Marvel updates, because trust me, this one's just getting started. On fire.